Hi guys, welcome to my chatty chat update video. Whatever I decided to call this video. Yeah, for today's video I just create this makeup look as I chat to you about life, and we go through the topics of different things, as you can see from the title, like relationships, wealth, goals, weight loss, stuff like that. I get into details about my work and life, work and life. So if you want to see how I created this look and also want to hear more about my life, feel free to keep on watching. Whew. Spicy. You shouldn't add so many jalapenos. Alright, so I'm kind of just going to go through the motions of my makeup today. Nothing in particular. Nice pimple there growing on my face. I also didn't part my skin, so I guess I'll do that right now. Just give you guys some, like, life updates. Where to begin? Well, I guess I started back to work 2 weeks ago now. I think it's 2 weeks today, I think. 3 weeks today? 3 weeks. 3 weeks today I start back to work. And that's been fun. So I've been working quite a bit, like crazy hours and stuff. So that's why I have very little time for filming. So I figured I'll just do like a life update thing for the 130 subscribers I do have, in case you care. This is it. So those who don't know. Alright, so I quickly just finished off my skincare. Been soaking them for a minute, had a couple more bites of my food. So yeah, getting back into life updates and like a little about me thing. I am, for my job, I'm actually a waitress. So I waitress 5 to 6 to 7 days a week, so 5 to 7 days a week. That's what I'm doing for the summer right now, and I was a waitress before this too, before the whole COVID thing. So our restaurant is back open. There's definitely some changes with everything, so it's a little bit new. The shade's gonna be way too light for me because I work outside again. My whole restaurant is outside. It's a seasonal based restaurant, and yeah, so I definitely get a tan. I enjoy working because it keeps me busy. When I wasn't working, like over COVID, I was pushing out so many videos, as you guys seen, because I wanted to keep myself busy. I wanted to make sure I had more content, and I was trying to focus on this a little bit and grow my channel because it was stuck at like 75 subscribers for like a couple months, and then finally started posting more videos, and here we are, 130 now. Thank you guys for subscribing to me. That's all I can say. Get into what I've been doing the last month for like my diet. So I decided after watching like 4 documentaries, I'll have them all listed on the screen and in the description below on what I watched about eating meat and your overall health and stuff, plus also the environmental impacts and stuff. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to go on a more plant-based diet and see how that goes. I'm not gonna eat any meat, and I'm very, 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 very much so will limit my dairy. So I think I only had dairy like 6 times in the last month. It's almost been 1 full month. And I have to say, I feel amazing. I'm tired because I work a lot, but I feel so good. And I've actually lost 10 pounds in the last 5-6 weeks. Because I decided to change my diet right before I went into this whole food plant-based diet. So, yeah, down 10 pounds. I think a lot of it might have been water weight and stuff because of the amount of carbs and dairy again I eat. Dairy doesn't do the best for my body. It's always so like puffy, if that makes sense. And I can do a whole video on my experience of going with no meat for 30 days if you want me to. Like again, my diet wasn't perfect. I ate out. I still ate some dairy, very little if I can. But definitely had no meat, and was my experience going without any meat. But like being down 10 pounds, like my body doesn't feel that different. but like the scale will showed me that I was down 10 pounds. I do look a little bit better in the mirror. My stomach looks flatter. My clothes fit just a little bit better. It's mainly my midsection where I notice the biggest difference in like the inflammation and stuff. So I think I'm going to continue. Yeah. So I think I'm going to continue going with no meat in my diet for the most part. Like if I eat it, I'll eat it. But I know I don't need it in my diet. I don't feel deficient in any way. I didn't get any blood work yet, but I don't feel deficient in any way. I eat more than enough like greens and beans and legumes and grains. So I get most of it in my diet. I add nutritional yeast into my diet as well. So that's like a good source of B12 like that some people need. I am going to cover these brows, don't worry. So yeah, I think I'm going to continue doing that because like I feel good and I think my body's responding well. Like obviously when I'm at work, I have an issue of not eating sometimes, but then I'll eat later. So I've been more or less doing a what do you call it, intermittent fasting type thing, unintentionally, but that's what I've been doing. I make sure I get enough calories into my body. I was always at a caloric deficit, and that's not sustainable long term. Yeah, eating more and more vegetables. I've been fuller for a larger portion, but I get hungry quicker because vegetables digest so fast. I think I'm just going to use this palette because it's one right next to me. I'm not going to do anything super special today, just going to do like a basic eye. Maybe some little like extra flirty near the edges and stuff. Guess the next topic is my breakup. Well, yeah, I broke up with my boyfriend. This happened about 2 weeks ago. Yes, I'm okay. You know, all breakups, they can hit you different. And to be frank, it was like my first actual real breakup because I was never in a real relationship, like a real relationship before. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it. Like, I can get into details, but I don't really need to because there's a point where it's his privacy and my privacy that we need to take into account. Those who know me, like, know the details and stuff, but it wasn't, like, this huge breakup. It was kind of like it was coming and building, mainly on his part. Me, I was, like, I knew these issues were there, and I was working towards them, and the issues came down to just my overall personality, which I can't speak on that because it has nothing to do with him. I had these conversations before, like, that led up to the final breakup, but it was just, like, I was getting tired of these conversations that we had because it was, like, I think 4 times in our relationship. We were together less than a year. It would be 1 full year in the 15th of July. So coming up. And yeah, just these conversations came before because, like, I don't know, like, my personality isn't an overly affectionate personality. Try to be there for people and help them and stuff like that, but I'm not an affectionate person. Like, I'm not gonna be that person to always be cuddly and loving and this, that. Like, those who know me know it's not good, I guess, but some people might be on my side for this. I don't tell every person I love them. I just don't. Part of me is like, they know I do, and I know I should say it more, but there was just always something in me that was so awkward about it. And then my sisters learned that about me fast when we started becoming teenagers, because that's, like, I don't know why, I just didn't say anything like that, and that was just me. I don't always think it's necessary to tell the people in your life that you love them, but you should say it at least once in a while. And I do tell my sisters I love them and stuff, and that was probably, like, I guess, like, the point in our relationship that it became the problems, because, like, is on both our part. We both didn't say anything about our feelings to one another, like our true feelings and stuff. Like, he's been in many relationships in his life. But we just didn't share our feelings like we should have. I wanted more out of the relationship, I guess. Like, I want to start our lives together more, because we're living separate. Him and I know each other since 2017. 2017. Yeah, it would have been 2017. We know each other a while. And yeah, just like, there's so much we know about each other. We're so comfortable with each other. Like, obviously, he didn't think I was super comfortable with him because I just didn't sing in front of him. I'm such a bad singer. Like, such a bad singer. It's not even funny. My sisters always make fun of me for it because, like, I'll sing in front of them. But I mean, like, I'm a triplet, so, like, we grew up together. We were in the womb together. You know? It was, like, the ride or die, you know? We were there together. So, like, I just never sang in front of him. Him and I didn't do as many activities as we both like to do. But, again, our schedules were so different. I'm a waitress, so I make my money in the evenings. That makes me sound like a prostitute. But true, dinner service is when you make your money. And because that's when people want to drink. And alcohol is where profit is. And also in the food, depending on what you get them to order and stuff. But anyways, that's where I make my money. So I would have to work evenings. And then last year I was supervisor when we first started dating. So I was working all the time, trying to keep everything organized at the restaurant. And this year I'm at another restaurant outside. That I already worked at this restaurant before. Anyways, so I work now all the time because, again, it's where the money is. And my goals in life, which I can probably get into in a minute, revolves around money, so I need money. Near the end of it, I was like, remember, I don't want to get into too many details, but maybe I will in the future, because at some point it's like, I kind of don't care. He's moving on. I shared my feelings with him. It may have been later on, but I did. I told him I did love him. He argues. I didn't tell him. I wrote it down. Yes, because I'm freaking awkward. So I wrote it down on your birthday card, and I said, I knew that was coming. I'm not going to say it now in person because that was your reaction. I'm sorry. But anyways, just sharing your feelings with people, and like when you fully understand a person and understand what they need and want, you try your hardest to give it to them. And I was working towards myself becoming a more affectionate person because I knew that's something he wanted. Then COVID happened, and spending time apart was what we had to do because we live in separate households and stuff. So that wasn't easy. But yeah, there's just a point when you have to realize your self-worth, and like you need someone who can understand you for you. Like, I wanted to continue our relationship, but at the same point I was like, I promised myself I wasn't going to have these conversations anymore because I was tired of, crying about these stupid things and wondering, like, when is he going to break up with me or something. Something like that. It was, like, little things like that. And part of me is like, oh, there's still, like, a chance. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to put myself through that again, waiting for him to understand my personality and waiting to see if we'll ever have a future together. It's like, I'm tired of that. So I'm just going to make my own future for myself because that's my goal anyway. I don't want to be living with my parents until I'm 30. If you do that, go for it. But in my household, privacy is not a thing. As you know, with most parents. And I just want to be more independent in my life. Like, I'm almost 24. Come on. Him and I got along very, very well. I helped him with so much stuff in his life. He helped me with so much stuff in my life. But, just it's the way it has to be. And it sucks, but I'm a strong girl. I'll get through this. I don't think I'm completely ugly. So, I'll find someone new. I'm just super freaking picky. Not that, I want them to look a certain way. But it's I don't. Being I'd prefer if they were taller than me. Prefer if they had a job. Doesn't matter what job, just any job, make sure you pay your own bills. Stuff like that. If I don't put a cover on one more freaking thing, I'm gonna flip. Yeah, the goals I have in life are, 1, pay off my debt. That was always one of my biggest goals, and it was something the last relationship I wanted to emphasize to him. It's I have debt and I'd like to get rid of it by the time I'm 30. So like I have a car loan. I'll have that for 5 more years because I just got my car in 2018. I did buy brand new. No, I'm not stupid. Got a great deal. And then I have a student loan from when I was in university. It's about $10,000, so I want to get rid of that. I also want to save money, and because like he always wanted to travel and stuff, and then he's like, well, you always keep saying you're going to travel, but you never do. I was like, we were together like a year. Slow your roll. And I was working only like part-time. Because like when I was planning on traveling and going with him on a trip down south, we literally just mentioned it about going with him and his friend and his new girlfriend. And I found out 2 days later I got laid off from my job. I was like, mint. I was like, can't go. Sorry. I'm trying to save money. I also want to buy a house. Right? That's crazy. Here, not my debt. I'm only a waitress. I don't want to buy a house. But it's something I really want to do. Even if it's a cheaper home, I don't care. Like, I don't need anything super fancy. I can fix it up over the years when I own it. But I want my independency. I don't want to live at home forever, so I do want to live out on my own. Renting in my area is so freaking expensive because we have a very high international rate coming in because we have a university that recruits a lot of international students. So people think it's okay to charge $100. No, $100, I wish. $1,000 for a room. Just a room in the house. And then it's like to rent out a home, it's like $800 for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. Nothing included though. So you have to pay your own lights, heat, and everything else. Like, the houses that, and some of them aren't nice at all. Some of them are fucking shit. And you're like, excuse me? I do want to buy a home. I don't know if I have to be approved for a mortgage right now, but I am saving for like either money towards my overall debt or for what do you call it? My down payment. I'm tempted though to pay off I'll say this in a second. I'm tempted to pay off my student loan with any of the money I save right now because I have a little bit saved. Just pay off my student loan, get that, out of there. And then look towards the house maybe next year when I keep consistent hours at my job. On a happy note, I have almost both my credit cards that were maxed out almost paid off completely. I'm so happy. My goals are to pay off most of my debt and then save money as well, but I can put most of the saved money towards debt. And I want to buy a house, so that is my goal in life. People think I'm crazy when they tell them, but that's what I want to do. I want my own independency. Even if it's a small 1-bedroom house, I don't care. I would want to buy it. I'm like kind of digging just this soft bronzy eye look. Anything else in my life? Oh, I have a new nephew. He was born about 10 days ago, and I love him so much. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen him pop my story because he's just so adorable. And my other sister as well, one of my other triplet sisters, is actually pregnant too, so there's a new baby in December as well. Yeah! Everyone asked me because both my triplet sisters now have children. And they're like, so when you having yours? I'm like, you're so funny. No. For all recaps of everything, I don't know when I'm ever going to want to get back in the dating world. I was in it for quite some time before I met my boyfriend, ex. And I'm not rushing back in. He did, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know whenever I want to, get back into it. I gotta finish off my face stuff, but I'm gonna fix my hair first. I want hair extensions so bad, but, I was gonna buy some the other day, and then from Zala, and they're on back order, and then I was like, no, I'll wait until they come back in stock. And then I go back on the webpage the other day, and then it says they were back in stock. I was like, oh, bomb, they were back in stock earlier. It's like, no, they are their date changed, their backorder date changed, and it changed to July 30th. And then I looked again, like the day later, it was backordered. It's backordered till what do you call it? August. I was like, okay, never mind. I just put a little bit of a volumizing mousse in my hair, and that's what I'm gonna do today for my hair. I'm gonna switch my sweater. I'm saying shit about saving money and I'm talking about buying hair extensions. Like, doesn't exactly make sense, but whatever. It's fine. Scrunch it around. I always have to fix the front pieces like later on, so don't worry about those right now. There's like a lot that like the people who follow me don't know about me. And the question is like, do you want to know anything about me? If so, just like, you know, comment below and like take questions. Feel free to leave me them all below, and then maybe I'll make another video about that, like about me video. Super bronze looking. Maybe I'll do like different like update videos about my life, like throughout, like maybe every couple months or so. Whenever I have something, a life event happening, and discuss almost the same topics and stuff. Relationship, wealth, health, stuff like that. I'm gonna go with a little more of a neutral lip. And for my brown lip liner, but I can't find it, so I'm just gonna use a brown lipstick for my edges because I can't find it. Because I was like, it's a little bit too light, so. Get all these edges cleaned up in a minute because, man, this is messy. But yeah, I can do more update videos in the future if you want me to, because I think this would be fun. Discuss just little things. These videos might be a little bit longer than some of the others, so I'm not sure who's going to pay attention right to the end, but if you do, thank you. So this is the finished look. Kind of give me like a little bit of Kim K vibes. I'm not trying to say anything, but a little bit. Just because I think of the wet hair look. It's like one of her iconic looks or something. But yeah, so this is the finished look, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little chit-chat life update, get ready with me, makeup chat and Gabby, whatever I want to call it, video. And feel free to give it a like, and also feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!